So I can't see how it was a very bad dream. It takes determination, organization and discipline. Because we're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Gremlin on the road. The dawn is breaking. The savannah awakes. No, that was later in the day, much later. Let's go back to the start. Let's go! The park opens at 7:30 in the morning and closes at 8:30 in the evening. So you have 13 hours. Unless you're staying with Disney, but more on this and what it costs and the various options in the video after next. Which might sound like a lot of time, but it isn't. So you need a plan. We thought we had one. The plan was to be there when it opens and head straight for the Kilimanjaro safaris. Alas, the safaris do not open until 8:30, and this is why you want to look at specific attractions on the Disney website, not just at the general sub-website for the park. We didn't. So we turned to number 2 on the list, Pandora, the Flight of Passage. The queue was 80 minutes, which, as we saw during the day, was actually very short. Later on, until closing, it was more like 160 minutes, 180. So this is the start of the real ride. First, you get a few minutes entertaining briefing. Then, in Avatar, you get to fly a Banshee. I won't lie, I loved it. Although, seriously, I wouldn't queue for more than 45 minutes for it. Would you? Well, if you don't know, I've got great news. I've recorded it all, and if you ask me in a comment, I'll send you a link to it. For now, here's a sample. Alright, next up, the Navi River journey. We queued for a little over an hour, I'd say. Don't bother, unless you're a huge fan of the Avatar world. It's a gentle boat ride through the bioluminescent forest. Nothing happens, you just see it. For, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, move on. Okay, so we've been here for 3 hours plus, most of it in a queue. Then queued another half an hour for coffee. So that the queue for a safari is 2 hours, and frankly decided to take a break. We went back to the car, drove away for brunch, back from brunch break, and came back just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Which, if things weren't looking bright just then, turned out to be a very good move indeed. Because here's what we've managed to achieve in the remaining 6 hours, as opposed to the first 3.5, almost 4.
Every day to manage the animals.
I learned to hatch, handshake, and now I have 5 badges.
Does he look like he needs a little bready rub?
Look at me. Yes, he looks like he needs some cheering up.
Pan out. How does it work? Are you always manning the same position, or do you rotate across
All
the
of
park?
the cast members that you're talking to out on the trail, we're all kind of rotating through the trail. Some of us work over on the gorilla trail as well.
That's good, isn't he?
Yeah, wish I could do that. Bear in mind that several of the attractions close early, about 6 p.m.
Look, queue jumpers get to stay in a queue. Well, no longer queue jumpers now, is it?
In particular, the 2 trails and the Kilimanjaro safaris. Oh, the holy cat!
Money,
Morning.
Gentle. So it's 7:10. We started at 7:30. We took an hour and a half of brunch lunch. We've done all the rides we wanted once. Everest is closed. We haven't even touched Downland. So basically, one day isn't enough. Also, we tried to book a restaurant for lunch, early dinner, about a month in advance. We couldn't find a table. From Animal Kingdom, you can actually get back to your car and go and eat somewhere else during the day and come back. Do it. Now, this is the second reason you really want to look up each attraction before you go and book. the Everest expedition is closed for some 2 months for renovation. Which is fine, but it's one of the 2 major rides in this park. Almost feels like they should be giving a discount. Discount? Closing time crowds 8:25. We're done here. Okay, time to sum up. We did 16 kilometers. Now, our gremlin is used to this on weekends and trips. If yours isn't, you will need wheels. You can rent or you may bring your own. Just remember, scooters, bikes, rollers and such are not allowed. Did we succeed in our quest? Yeah. Why the hesitation? Well, it was rushed. We didn't really get time to enjoy the scenery. And also, it was the ratio of queuing time to fun time. Look, I've done the maths. Adding all the time of the rides, including the Tough to Be a Bag show, you're only having fun for 1/5 of the time. 12 minutes out of every hour. Or less. Well, you be the judge. Just before opening, lunchtime, mid-afternoon, before closing. So, you know, they say it's a half-day park. Well, to me, it's more like a day and a half if you really want to enjoy it and make that the second half of the day. Tomorrow's Magic Kingdom.
I could sleep and my feet hurt.
No. And now some troll stole my shots.